I'm gonna mute for a second.
Oh, you have started recording it? It's from my side, I guess.
Yep, it's on.
This is
All
like
right.
for my record label.
All righty. Welcome everybody. Appreciate you all joining on this beautiful Sunday afternoon, Sunday evening, depending on where you're at. So as always, I want to get started with a quick meditation. Our guest is also into a lot of spiritual stuff, which we will learn from her in a second. And so let's get started with the meditation real quick. I want to do a quick breathing exercise meditation for gratitude today, just to get the session started. This will be a great way to calm ourselves, etc., etc. All righty.
Welcome to the 5-minute meditation on gratitude.
Let's start it. Let's take a deep breath, everybody.
It's one of the best ways to break negative thought patterns and create positive momentum in your life. So find a comfortable position, either lying down or sitting in a way that allows you to be relaxed and alert. Breathe naturally in and out through your nose, bringing attention to the full cycle of your breath. On each inhalation, feel the breath entering your nostrils. Notice the air as it travels down your throat, into your lungs, filling your belly. And then as it changes direction and flows back out. Let's start by taking the time to appreciate your breath, considering how each in-breath brings life-giving oxygen into your body. And each out-breath carries out unneeded carbon dioxide. You take over 20,000 breaths a day, automatically, without any effort, without even being aware. When we feel appreciation, we're actually bringing abundance into our lives. So as you continue to breathe, I'd like you to consider how much time you spend focusing on what's missing in your life, instead of what's right and good. Now don't judge what you've noticed, just observe. But most people spend more time and energy on what's lacking. It's called the negativity bias, and it can actually perpetuate that sense of lack. Practicing gratitude can break that cycle and bring more abundance into your life. So let's start by building your gratitude muscle. Let's begin with something that we can really be grateful for: our senses. Appreciating the miracle of hearing, the fact that you can listen to this meditation, or enjoy the sound of music, or the laughter of children. Your sense of taste and smell that allow you to enjoy a beautiful meal, or the scent of a rose. Our sense of touch that allows us to hold hands or hug someone we love. Our sense of sight to watch the sunset or a beautiful view. Now bring to mind something that you love, something that makes your life more enjoyable. Maybe a really good book or enjoying a beautiful sunny day. Take a few seconds to feel gratitude that you're able to do these things.
Thank you, everybody. Thank you for joining me on that beautiful meditation, as always, before our sessions. We have a very special guest today, whom I will introduce in a second. After the meditation, as always, I want to make a quick prayer. And the reason I selected this the gratitude meditation today is with Thanksgiving weekend falling, etc. There's a lot of things that we should be thankful for, grateful for, and a lot of things that we could enjoy in our lives. So much to be grateful for, just like Jordan just said. So this is the reason why I selected this meditation specifically today. And I'm definitely thankful for all our members here for creating this beautiful club together with me. And so let's make a quick prayer. You can pray to whoever that you pray to. Me personally, I want to make a prayer of blessing today on this Thanksgiving holiday weekend. Dear God, thank you for your great love and blessing over our lives. Thank you that your favor has no end, but it lasts for our entire lifetimes. Forgive us for sometimes forgetting that you are intimately acquainted with all of our ways, that you know what concerns us, and you cover us with a shield. We ask for your guidance so that we might walk fully in your blessing and goodness today. We ask that your face would shine on us, that you would open the right doors for our lives as well as for our loved ones, that you would close the wrong doors and protect us from those we need to walk away from. In Jesus' name, amen, amen, amen. All righty. Really appreciate everybody joining me on this beautiful Sunday afternoon. Today we had to move the session a little earlier because our guest is overseas. I believe she's in India right now. So I've known Kristna for for a while right now, and I've been following her her career. She is an acclaimed actress. She's worked on multiple film projects, etc., etc. But also something which really interests me about Kristna is that she's also very much into all things spiritual, etc., etc. So, Kristna, welcome to the Elite Millionaires Club. I appreciate you taking the time to join us today from out there.
Thank you so much. I truly appreciate for this, such an honor, and for having me here in your Millionaires Club. Creating my own club too, so that was very interesting for me actually, concept what you came up with, and I just thought it would be great to explore with you from your perspective, your club concept, and meet the fellow members here. And it's great to share the same thing, the same energy. It's very familiar. And when you said there is a part of it, apart from the showbiz business, that's always there, the glitz and the glamour, but like the wellness part of mind, body, soul, and spirit, I said, wow, it would be great opportunity, to meet your members as well as to connect with you this way.
Absolutely, absolutely. Kristna, it's a real pleasure to have you. So to get the session started, I want to introduce a little bit more about yourself to our members. I know you've done a lot of projects in entertainment, as well as, like I said, on the spiritual side. So tell us a little bit about yourself, Kristna.
Hi, everyone. Good evening, good morning, good afternoon. I don't know wherever you guys are, but great to meet you guys. And it's such a pleasure and such an honor to share this platform with all of you. To introduce myself, I am actually originally from India. Right now, I'm in Mumbai, and most of the time I'm in Los Angeles, and creating my career in Hollywood right now, but I'm all over the place, like, in international cinema. And also I teach meditation, metaphysical healing, like Reiki Grandmaster. I am at the same time pranic healer, past life regression healing I do, and tarot card reader. Also, I had 2 TV shows actually. So I teach to high net worth community around the globe. And I am the other side, the main profession of mine is I'm an actress, model, and into at the same time an author and a writer, a Latin bachata dancer, not salsa. Do I like salsa? I'm more bachata person. And then into film production too. And I have just published my book, I'm a $1 billion star, which I brought today to show you. And the club is coming up, extended idea of the book called I'm a $1 billion star club for high net worth people and ultra high net worth people. So this is my book, just came out 1 month ago. It's coming out very soon. This is me, by the way. This is the cover, and the club is coming up. I'm a $1 billion star. The concept is, artistic, expressive art, healing. Artists are going to perform from around the globe, as well as there will be wellness retreats in exotic locations of the world. It's coming up in San Francisco, LA, and Dubai also. I had a talk with him. Looking forward to do it many places, actually, like Bali also. So this is a book, my book this year. It came out. A lot of interesting pictures are also there, but content is also there. Like you'll find a lot of images of mine, but very images. So you can get this book. And then I am being a tarot card reader. This year I created my own oracle card on feminine energies, So this are 34 of my company, Bill Fortune. So these are cards. Again, I don't know if you can see it or not. These are all 34 goddesses they are, and 34 different goddesses I portrait. And these are new goddesses, like feminine goddesses, like you can say goddess of abundance, goddess of beauty, goddess of voice, magic, and all. And this has been created by different GI guys with the team, different photographers from around the globe, and get it. You can see your past, present, and future, your blocks, and how you can manifest a new reality for your own life. And you can do meditate also with each card, actually, So, and the extent messages are in a booklet, which it's not there near me right now. And but this is a unique thing which I created first time in the world. Is photography is there, and as well as digital painting is there, and also painting is there about me, and which I brought it together, and it has got nude art. The whole meaning is when we talk about goddess, feminine energy, she is very vulnerable. Nature, you can say she's vulnerable, she's strong, and is very, very liberated about accepting self, enhancing self esteem and confidence. So I put it in a very raw, actually nude art also here. So I like whoever reads the card, they'll find there are nude meditations also here. So but there is also a lot of interesting art, digital artwork also here, like you can see all this digital. But if you're interested in VFX films, like magical films like Harry Potter and all, you will love this cards. Actually, these are very powerful cards. So this I created, and the third book is coming up on child bullying and child abusing, and how this energy of bullying, if anybody gets bullying, and I'm sure many people get bullied, maybe it had happened awarely, unawarely in our childhood also. It can be from our fellow friends, it can be from teachers at home or anywhere. How this energy internally manifests as an evolved adult child. A person can become a gangster when the child grows up, or become extremely successful. How this energy impacts adult relationship. Sometimes people attract very abusive partners too. So this is the book which is called Royal Paradise, which I'm coming up with. I'm in the last chapter right now, and this book will turn into a feature film, mainstream Hollywood feature film, but it will be like a fictional film. The book is non-fictional. So this would help a lot of people around the globe how to resolve it, how you can get rid of inner bullying also, how you can heal yourself, your inner child. So the book is on that. So apart from that, I'm very relaxed, and I love to play chess, badminton, and practice qigong and face yoga and all. I also teach that. So it's very anti-aging. It's everything of many things actually. I keep exploring. The reason I like to meet people and listen to the stories. I love to travel the globe and to know the stories, actually human stories, that intrigues me. It helps me as an actor too. So that's all for me, but it's a continuous process with time to know everybody, to know each other. But definitely I'd love to know each one of you, whoever is here a little bit.
Absolutely,
Yeah.
absolutely. Kristna, we'd like, I know that you worked on a couple movie projects, etc. as well. So I'd love to know a little bit more about your movie career as well.
Right now I've done like theater, radio, in television and films. It started from India during my college days, school days, almost like later part of the school days, and then it started in college days. But my studies went on because my mom wanted me to complete my studies. Later on, I did metaphysics. I studied metaphysics and I got an honorary doctorate of that. But theater, radio, filming, everything went together, and I was very lucky to get teachers and friends who helped me in my course of time. And I would not like to take the credit overall, because anyone who says I'm self-made, we are not self-made. There are a lot of people who came on our path to help us. So in Los Angeles now, my film is coming as Lockhart 2. It's a trilogy. As a producer is David Lockhart, who is a Emmy awarded producer. Then I have another film which is coming up in London. It's a psycho thriller actually. And most of my films now have dances. I'm bringing a little bit of Bollywood in Hollywood too right now, like Priyanka Chopra, who was there in Matrix right now. So Indian actors to dance, by the way, for dancing and music are part of our film because it brings romance. It be expressed through music, through dance. And most of my films nowadays in LA or other part of the world has got a bit of dance into the character. But it's good for the marketing and branding also when you promote the film, And that's how I connected to Luca, because he's into music. I told him, let's do a music video because I can dance very well. So another film is going on, which will be from Las Vegas. So I'm not revealing the name right now because it's in the pre-production time. I think by February, I'm going to reveal everything. It will be in the media completely, So there are a lot of film projects coming up, especially modern TV series. And from my home production also, we are planning to do Royal Paradise, the extended part of the book, on child bullying. That would be totally fictional book. I'll be revealing more in our next meeting. Then it'll be in the media also after 1 month, actually. All the film names which will come to the limelight.
Amazing,
So it's
amazing.
great.
That
Yeah.
definitely sounds very exciting stuff, Kristna.
Yeah.
Now,
And another film is coming up. I'm sorry, I forgot. Oh, Canada, because so many coming out is really I forget. I am actually managed by a company from Canada. For global artist management. They are into film distribution, film production, as well as they have film festivals of their own. So they have offered me a film right now. So we are working on that also. Like, I think by next week we'll come to know about that part also, what role I'm going to play. But definitely that film is also coming on my basket.
amazing, amazing.
Yeah.
We got a couple members on the club here as well who's actively engaged in movies and TV as well, featuring on some shows. We got Visions, who's working on a couple. I believe Oriz is also working on some. So Kristna, when it comes down to selecting movie roles for yourself, is there something that you specifically look for, any specific style of movies, etc.?
It's a part of the evolution, initially like when I was in the college, or I was very excited, But I think my mom was saying my daughter is doing the lead role. It's like that, you know. So I think I always attract with the lead role somewhere or other. It always happens, and I participate in the character, and I always got this liberty from the writers and the directors, even in Hollywood right now. Look into it. If you want to do some changes, you can do it. You know, they would say what is your strength and what is your weaknesses. Like I cannot drive, you know. If there's a scene, I always tell, I don't give me roles where I can drive or swim. There were directors and production houses who had paid to the mentors to help me with swimming, and I gave up. And I said, no, no, no. They'd say your body looks nice with underwater shots and all. So I would not do. They can pay me as amount of money, I'll still not do. I'm scared. So there are certain dimensions I know. So yeah, otherwise I'm very open to experiment myself. Like it can be thriller, it can be crime, love story. I played and I play very good negative roles also, if you see my show reel. And so I don't mind doing that. But it is very interesting to explore the self, you know. And being an artist, it can be writer or a actor, especially as an actor. You come to know that part of it within yourself which you don't know, like, you know. And some part of it, you know, like being an actor, every person is a narcissistic a little bit, you know. Kind of, okay. Schizophrenic also, we remain in different characters, it keeps going on inside us. But as an actor, it really helps us, or a writer, it helps us to explore that side and be expressive without being shy. So I don't keep a limit besides driving and swimming. Other side, I'm very liberal. And there's a saying, as an actor, the more I shade out my inhibition, it can be in mind first. The more liberated I stay, the body is secondary. You know, the body, I connect with the energy body. I remain totally surrendered to my writer and director. That's one point. That becomes very easy for artist or the director or the writer to mold my character. Number two, what I see, how much promotion. Okay, I'm a little materialistic on that and calculative, nothing wrong. How much publicity it gets, there is a meat to that role and character. And of course, it's good to do lead role, but also it's not about that lead role. It's about how much mileage I can put a value to the entire script, you know, to the character itself. That matters to me a lot. And whenever I get a script, I try to go through it, and I always say, okay, can we evolve something about the character? You know, there is always something, there can be a weakness which I cannot do it. But I always make sure that two, three things are in place, like promotion, meet in the character. And of course, I always ask if it is a lead role. Like, otherwise, it's all about understanding, comfort level with the team, and trust level, safe and secure. That matters to me a lot. You know, once there is a comfort level and alignment between me and the director and the production, everything falls in place. And for that, an actor has to be always surrendering to the director, always without any inhibition. This is me, I surrender, you do whatever you want to do. Like, you know, then an actor can be very successful in life. That's all.
Amazing, amazing. I
Yeah.
definitely appreciate all the insight into that. That definitely makes a lot of sense. My next question is, Kristna, when it comes down to a certain role, how do you get into the role? How do you get ready for the role? How do you really become that role, pretty much, or become the person that you're portraying?
Okay, how I become that person? How do I prepare for my role? See, there are two types of actors which I've noticed in my life here. One type of actor is you need to give, they want a lot of information, you know, they asking the director or the writer, after this, what, how the character thinks, what history the character went through. For me, I just need a little bit of silence, and I need to meditate and connect myself. I like to connect with my director. I like to connect with my writer, so that when the connection happens, there's an energetic, alignment. We are transferring energies with each other silently, non-verbally. Sometimes I like to spend a lot of time with my director, not even by talking, but just by sensing the essence of my director. And I like to go within myself. And being a also not spiritual, maybe I connect with the energy body a lot. I see my body as a vessel. So I connect with the spirit of the character. I communicate with that. And I just say, okay, this is the vessel, let it download inside me, let me download it. So once it gets downloaded, automatically, it goes into autopilot state. And I go to the history. Suppose the history, why the character is an orphan, for example, why the character is rebellious, for example, why the character walks like that. That is the director sometimes might not say. Some directors just gives a liberty. So what I create a story inside me. Why the character is like that, number one point. Now, why the character is like that and why it is proceeding, those are internalizing into myself. I don't have to ask my director. Somewhere if I'm doing wrong or I'm stuck, then I'll ask my director. And a director is always there if something is not going according to his imagination. The time quietly I prepare, and I don't have to keep asking the director, did I do my shot right? I don't have to ask. If a lot of actors did do it, very inquisitive, was it guy? Do look into the monitor after every shot, but most of the time, especially with scenes, if I have to do, I need to get attracted to my co-actor, and I don't like to talk too much with him. I just feel that I lose that essence. Let there be a little bit of mystery. If I have to do an intimate scene, let there be some kind of mysterious essence to each other's energy, so that there is something which I didn't tell him and he didn't tell me. That energy, let it just get projected in the on-screen chemistry. So it's and sometimes most of the times I put a little bit of my secret essence, like an elixir to the character, which my director didn't tell me, but that happens at the last moment. I don't even tell my co-actor. And I feel really good when my co-actor is very good. It uplifts the entire scene very well. So I'm not competitive that way, that I should do much better than my co-actor. I feel it's a collaborative work, at that particular time. So when your co-actor is very good, automatically your performance really kicks off, really gets better. So I feel I really connect with the cosmic mind and the energetic body inside me more than keeping it very technical. But yes, when you have to do a autobiography, for example, a historical film, then of course you have to work in a very different way, like a method acting, you can say. But I'm not very fan of method acting, honestly. I create my own essence and I give an input to the character. But if you have to, of course, do a biography or a historical film, like a character who has lived life or have exited this planet or still alive, then definitely you have to work that way. It's a little bit imitating part will come there, how that person was used to eat like this, stand like this, look at to the world this way, or walk that. The whole preparation is totally different. So it all depends what type of directors I get. Some directors are also how they imagine the character. They want the actor to move that way only. They are very strict. They are like, oh, I want you to keep your hand this way when you talk. I said, okay. It's very difficult to work with such a director sometimes, but you have to surrender, so I think I just moved as per the situation, as per my director, and I observe my director very closely, how he or she wants it. At the end of the day, you surrender it to yourself and surrender to the director, everything falls in place. And first thing, secondly, I'm a fine art nude artist also, and a lot of people doesn't know what is that. Of course, I'm a painter, but not commercialized. Fine art nude artist means also that posing nude, aesthetic nude, in front of the photographer, cinematic moments required as part of the script. Then of course you have to cooperate with because the lighting has to look very nice, the director and the limited crew, whoever is there. So that is an internalized preparing also. I'm taking that part also here, because there are different segments when an actor has to go through, and depends on personal choice also. If actors comfortable doing this intimate scene, I'm not comfortable doing a nude scenes. So that depends, but I'm comfortable. And my project has gone to Cannes Film Festival officially, a lot of international film festival where it got acknowledged. So preparing for approaching a character depends on the actor also. Like, so some actor might always ask questions, but that is also okay. So they internalize differently. For me, it is more of feeling, more getting in tune with the essence of the character. That's
Gotcha. That makes a
yeah.
lot of sense. I got two more questions before I open the floor to our members for some questions. I'm sure they have some interesting questions for you as well.
Yeah.
Visions, I'm going to open the floor in a second. I got two questions for
Yeah,
Kristna
sure.
before that. Kristna, so first question is what's been your favorite role so far?
I would not say favorite because every role in my film and project I did, let it be in my theater or radio or films or television, has been very unique.
Mhm.
So I like to play negative roles also, as far as good roles, but like good girl roles. Like, interesting part of playing a negative shade, I've noticed that in every negative character there's a good part. Every negative person has a good side to it. They have their essence of compassion. There's a story behind, why she or he has become a gangster, for example, became a drug dealer or a killer. There's always a story, very, very, very melancholy story, you can say, very sadful story. If you see, no person is born bad, actually. It's just a circumstance situation. So there are so many shades inside us, the dark forces and dark energies inside us. Negative characters have taught me how to be expressive, how to be vulnerable and accept that side also. Like, so I would like to say that all the characters are very yeah, very close to my heart. Actually, every role I played in my life, it can be sweet cute girl, or it can be very rich, it can be very, very melancholy sometimes. It can be anything. Role, my father died long ago. I didn't cry for 5 years almost because I had to go for shooting. Like, I just told everyone, his body was post-mortem. I just said, let's cremate it now. And everybody said, the producer said, okay, Christina, take a break. It's okay. But so many people were there. My mom taught me show must go on. You're not looking back if you're entering showbiz. I still remember. And I went back to the set. I gave my every shot very well. Nothing, not a little bit can be seen on the screen that 3 days ago I cremated my father. And it remained inside me. After 5 years, I remember where, I had a scene where the mother died. I told them that I'll not put glycerin. It has to come through a song was going on at the background. It'll come out. I told the director that I don't need glycerin. I'll feel it. So I went. That's in subconscious mind. It was recorded where my father died, and I didn't cry. And when the director said cut, I was still crying, and I just transcended some part of me. And my director said, "You didn't cry. It's cut." Then he just caught it. It's not real. She's crying. It's real life. And he said, let it out. It's okay. This is your moment. Let it out. And that is the time when I actually released that grief of my father going away. That happened on the film set. So all these experiences has happened in my life. So every role itself is a lesson in your life. Itself, it's an experience. Actually, yeah, you get to learn also, and sometimes you get to heal. And so if I would have gone for a 9 to 5 job, I don't think I could have lived this life, playing different roles. Like,
Absolutely. That's very interesting. Now my next question is, Christina, I know you talk quite a bit about manifestation, and I believe you're
Yeah.
somebody who really believes in manifestation. So do I. So does all our members. This is something that we actually talk about a lot, about manifestation, because I've seen a lot of our members during the last 5-6 months how they've progressed into different stages in their lives, in their careers, etc. So what do you think about manifestation, or what is your outlook into manifestation, Christina?
Okay, I am a powerful manifester. That's my affirmation. Everybody should say that first of all. Okay, manifestation started at 3.5 years. I guess I remember a little bit. I remember initially I used to manifest. I wanted to go to this particular school, and my mom said, "You're too young, like 3.5 years now. Still, kept on saying, no, I want more friends because I was a single daughter." So I manifested. One fine day, they said, "Okay, fine. You're like, it started happening unawarely in a very tender age." And I always thought, I don't even relate to this planet because I feel I'm in a magical, magical world altogether. And I was very psychic and a clairvoyant since my childhood and could manifest many things unawarely. But after I did get a group like you guys, and they said, no, you're a normal person on this planet. You also do all this manifestation magic things. And this planet, I always feel it's very magical. And then I became aware. Meditation started in the Buddhist technique, witnessing your silence. Someday I'll give you that session also. And that's how it started. I became aware of my thoughts. I used to write unawarely. Nobody taught me manifestation. I didn't even know this is manifesting. I used to always write. Whatever I wrote till now, it came out true. I reflected my life and I saw whatever I asked, I always got it. I always got it. When I detached, when I remain attached, then I never got it. That's a different story, that parents gave me whatever I want, but I'm talking about a world outside of home. So I became very aware. Then I studied what way I can manifest. Then I studied more of metaphysics. I practiced yoga also, by the way, where magic is allowed for manifesting. Impossible things I've manifested in my life sometimes. And you have to know, I apply law of assumption also. Before it is manifested, you put in your subconscious mind that you can manifest it. It is already there in the metaphysical realm. If it is in the metaphysical, in the spirit realm, then that means it will come to your physical realm actually. Now your life is a mental chattering which the brain is chattering, and it is reflecting in your 3D reality, because your brain cells are saying the same story, which comes as a pattern in your life. It can be relationship, attracting the same kind of partner, for example, diseases, it can be projects or anything. Sometimes for actors, same kind of characters also we keep attracting. Sometimes it happens. But that is a result of the same cells which are talking, and you're telling the same story, the self-communication to yourself. But if you can shift yourself, as the story changes, the projection shifts. Every frame of your life shifts like a slide. Then you can bring another slide to your life, actually. Sometimes it's difficult because we have to still keep persisting and ignore the 3D. Then the new realities will show up in your life. But I am every moment I'm manifesting, that every moment, like while I'm speaking to you also, maybe I'm manifesting a lot of things right now subconsciously. So I love manifestation. Apply law of assumption, assume it before it comes. And I also do water manifestation. This is my bottle, which is, I got a new water bottle yesterday. So I do my affirmations here. I don't allow anybody to touch my bottle. So I practice Ho'oponopono also. It's called very powerful. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. I thank you. I love you. I appreciate you. Like, so for example, financial thing. Money is what? Energy. It's a metaphysical energy which the earth has given to human consciousness, because the currency means current, like it keeps revolving, going around. Now it comes from paper. Paper comes from like trees, and trees are connected to earth. So I always say I love trees because it's abundant, you know. So if anyone has a financial problem, or the project gets, sometimes it gets stuck. The flow of money sometimes gets stuck. So you should always say that if I have said anything wrong to you, money, I'm sorry, because you're my best friend. You were there before I was born. The moment my mom conceived means extra expenses started. When a person dies, even to do the funeral, you need money. So the money is lifelong energy, our companion. So if you have done anything wrong, like, not treating money well, or not keeping well in your wallet or purse, you should always say, I'm sorry, money. Please forgive me. I thank you for all the money which has come from from the past, present, and I'm going to attract. And I love you, money. And I added one line is, I appreciate you so much, money. It's so beautiful to have you, and you're giving me so much of freedom. So such kind of affirmation you can do with the water also. And water, like food or water, like he prayed, Luca has prayed right now, it can energize. It goes to a cellular membrane inside you. It goes to every cell of your body. And I have seen a lot of things manifesting through water, and you keep drinking this water. And I keep adding, like the water finishes. And I think by tomorrow morning, I'll stick something here. Whatever I'm manifesting it, I keep it like, I don't want to show it to everyone. So water is very powerful. Secondly, the purse. I'll today a little bit about money and a little bit of gratitude because it's Thanksgiving. For men, I'll come to buy a good wallet. Don't be lazy, okay? Buy a very good wallet which has a color of golden or red color, because it's very abundance color. And keep your denomination from 500, 100, 50 to 10, very clean way. Don't keep unnecessary papers there. I've seen many men, they do all this paper, small. Don't keep that way. Keep very clean way your coins in one place. And bless your purse, your wallet, very, like, you hold it and say, thank you so much. Give energy to it, clean it. Let the energy move, like, and don't keep your notes like crumbled, and, don't keep like that. Keep it very respectfully, very well. You will always attract, and you will make your wallet very lucky wallet for you. Like, and talk to your wallet. And keep a mirror, like where you keep 100, suppose $, keep a small mirror inside, and then keep a small mirror on the other side also. It will attract money. It's like a reflection, like if you can, you will get small mirror in any stationery shop. Like, so I'll come to the women also. Are there females here? Females are here or not? Are there females besides me?
No females today. It's just
okay. You can tell to your girlfriends or wife, okay, how to keep your purse. Now, women, what we do, we have a like purse. Then we have an inside one purse we keep. In women's purse, we keep a lot of things. The entire kitchen, bedroom things, living room, everything we keep in a purse. Actually, a little bit of everything. So we keep another purse. For women, you can convey this message. Make sure in the internal purse, don't keep anything, no lipstick, makeup, all this, don't keep it. Just keep the same way. Clean your purse. Keep the mirror right way. You can write and you can keep there, but make it movement. Just move once in a while. Clean up. Just to let the movement of the energy to be there, like, and feel the money and say that thank you so much. I'm sorry that sometimes if I treated you well and someone comes to beg us money, and sometimes we don't have change, I cannot give you. Unawarely, we create a karmic imbalances. So just say sometimes, sorry, money, please, thank you so much for being there. Bless your purse. That is one technique. And bless your bank balance also. Imagine that you have another bank balance, bank account in the metaphysical realm, how much money you want to attract it, and keep blessing that, and shield it. And you don't have to tell to anyone. That's how you can attract more and more money flow in your life from in. And you don't know certain realm which you have not explored, and money has its own intelligence. Actually, it will come to you. That
I love
It may
that.
be something what you're seeking, you're seeking for. You don't have to think, oh, I want to be a billionaire, and you don't know how to become a billionaire. You don't have to think, some things you have to keep a space for the higher intelligence to come in and work for it. And if it is meant for you, if you believe it, it has its own intelligence, it will come to you. Like it might come small part, maybe it might not come in huge rush. You're energetic. This vessel has to be also ready by doing exercises, meditation, prayer, breathing exercise, eating well. Because if the vessel is not ready, the universe will say, oh, this vessel is not ready. It's too much of baggages. It will go back to someone else. So vessel healthy, more and more abundance. So my book is all about that. Dollar star. So means the club is called I'm a $1 billion star club. The moment we are born on, like in our mother's womb, like the day we conceived, our mother is the #1 star, okay? And both are star. You have to be aware that I'm comfortable being a star within myself. So I'm a star of my own story, playing the lead role in our life path. And be a star in relationship. You're the star in your own relationship. And rest are the supporting characters. You can when you write your script, so you can remove that character, or you can evolve that. It can be relationship, career, any path. You are actually a star of your own life. That's how the book is all about. Abundant book. It has also art of seduction. Art of seduction means I'll do a session, mass seduction, in relationship dating also. But art of seduction is also very important when you manifest, because it is related to magnetism, attraction. If you don't feel that I'm the best and attractive person in the world, why will money come to you? Why will the world appreciate you? Why will, if you don't have that kind of confidence inside you and you don't appreciate yourself, all the living and non-living things also has a magnetic force. If you don't do that positive affirmation to yourself, the world will not recognize you actually. So the a chapter is there in my book. So whenever you guys need it, let me know, because first it will come on my portal. My new site is coming up, and then it's coming to Amazon also, so I can send it to you guys, like courier it to, just download it, the PDF also. So yeah, I love my manifestation book. I'm huge manifesting and magic, magic is not supernatural for me. It's very natural, being very natural.
I love that. I love that. Especially, I love how you mentioned as how, in order to be able to attract certain things into our lives, we gotta eat right. We gotta keep the prayers up, meditation, et cetera, et cetera. So all these things are super important. Now, I want to open the floor for our members for their questions. Maurice, before I get to your question, I want to go real quick to Visions. I believe Visions had a question. Visions. Oh, there we go.
Is it on? Oh, yeah. Thank you for coming. I just had 2 questions. The first one is, what's the best way, or the best method to memorize your lines and the person before you, mixing them up together?
What is the best way to memorize your lines being an actor? And second question, what you asked?
No, that's one question.
Okay.
Me and you acting together, I have lines, but you go first before me, and then me, then you. What's the best way not to mix up who lines is who?
Oh, okay. Not to mix up 2 lines. Okay. How do you memorize your lines? Okay. First thing, read your script without memorizing. Just go and read your script 2-3 times. Go for 10 times if you want. Just read, detach, go through it. I usually do in such a way, I feel my script so that I can download it. I'm psychic, so that's a different story. Sometimes I like to download it just by touching, just energy transfer it. You handshake with somebody and the energy transfer happens. First, feel the script. It's beautiful. I appreciate it. Thank you for coming to my live this and giving me the opportunity to play this role. That's your personal practice, okay? Secondly, read your lines. Just read the script the way the writer and the director gave it to you. After you do that, if you want to mug it, you can mug it, memorize it. And if your director says, no, you can add your own improvisation. That's a different story. It depends on the director. Some directors do say, okay, fine, you have to repeat the every line as the writer wrote it. Then you have to do that. After that, go alone. Don't talk to anyone and memorize the line. Imagine every line as a character is talking actually and communicating with the self, like, you know, are you understanding? Like getting it? Absorbing. Yeah, absorbing is more. That's something my one of my martial art teacher taught me. I was learning Tai Chi. He said, if you forget one step, it's not about doing 100 steps, like learning 2 lines. Just think about your master. Just think about your master and you can download it. Think about the character. Imagine, absorb the lines. Then you can internalize it. Now you ask a question, why the character is like that? Why is a very number 1 point? Got it? When you question yourself why, automatically you will absorb those lines as if it's yours, it's happening in your life. So much you are embracing it, you know, and then it will, your subconscious mind, you will go to autopilot state. Every part of your being will feel it. So feeling the essence of the character. As you start feeling the essence of the character, all the lines the writer wrote and the director is directing you, the way he says, you can embrace it so easily. So memorizing will be much easier. Once you memorize it, keep the paper, meditate. You don't have to talk. Don't deplete your energy talking with the crew and the cast, okay, that time. Just absorb, feel it, and then you're ready. Usually what I do, I actually get very nervous just before giving the shot or going when I'm performing on the stage. But it's very like I'm confident, but a little bit of nervousness is very good sign actually. I like to take biscuits or a cup of water or like a glass of water or juice or anything I needed. So that is the adrenaline which is happening inside me, the excitement. And but that's okay. I mean, like, you know, a little bit of nervousness should be there. It happens with athletes, it happens with actors or performers, but that's very normal to have a little bit of nervousness. That's how I prepare it. If you can, if that makes sense to you, it's great. Really help you meditate on the essence of the character. Then you are totally making every line the writer wrote, the director is imagining as if it's yours, it's part of your story, you know, as if it has happened in your life. Like you will go to that essence, the small things, you know, like getting angry, having a pause, non-verbal communication, eye contact. All these things will happen naturally. Now, if your line, second question, I'm breaking your question to 2 parts. If your line is first and your co-actor line is second, connect with the co-actor energetically, quietly, you know, don't have to talk. You have to be around the spirit of that person, you know. First, I usually connect with my eye contact before even I say my line sometimes, you know, if I have a close up like that. You know, be comfortable. That your energy will be so contagious that your co-actor will do very good, like, and there will be transfer of energies, you know. So just be comfortable, safe, secured in your essence. That's it. You feel safe with yourself, then you will feel safe character that you're playing. And be fearless. That's very important. Just be fearless as an actor.
Thank you.
Any questions?
Visions, was there a second part to that question?
Nah, that actually caveated on the second one.
Okay, gotcha. Perfect. All right, we got Oris up next. Oris. We can't hear you, brother. All right,
yeah, I had to unmute myself. Sorry about that. Thank you for being here and speaking to us. All this great
Pleasure.
wisdom. It it feels like just like with all the information that these are things that I've already known. So it feels like half of my bridge I've already had, and then just hearing it from somebody else is building that bridge, and then we're linking the bridge together. So I really appreciate that, and I appreciate everybody else. I appreciate everybody down on it. So like I have like 3 questions. First question is, you said you use some sort of agency to help you out in Canada. What is that? What is it called?
Okay, that is a company actually. It's in Google. If you want, I can put you directly to them. And Global Cinema, they are called, and they
Okay, I'm gonna
represent
write it down.
artists. Yeah, talk to them, like, it's better to get introduced to somebody instead of going directly. That is, I can talk to Luca for that, and that will help you out.
Okay.
Yeah, that is better, and I'll just talk directly to them and introduce you guys, so they can represent you. They have films, they make films, they have film festival, they have film distribution also, and there are many, they have their social site where like this we can communicate with each other. Actually, they promote, and they have their own magazine also. So one branch of the office is in Romania, like, so they represent artists from around the globe.
Oh, if I'm sure, like I could speak for a few people here, if we can get some follow-up information on that so that we could just contact you, or
sure.
that would be great. That would be great, because I mean, you were talking about networking in San Francisco. I'm 2 hours from San Francisco, so that just put light bulbs on my head.
I'm mostly in Los Angeles, actually. Mostly.
Oh yeah, that's not a problem
very
either.
far.
That's,
it's very nearby.
It's a few hours away, but that's all of California is my.
Same thing.
So what is your best strategy as far as like networking?
My personal is connecting with energies. Actually, I'm like that. Networking comes to, I meet a lot of people, but not with everybody you feel that same alignment and the vibes, right? Just because the person might be very successful, and it just for a few seconds and minutes, I just vibe it, and first thing, I love media. I love the media because every month they write about me, international media, and that helps me a lot to put out and express whatever I'm doing, or my expression out to the world. Number one, keep the media as your friend, like in both your pockets. They will really help you out, Number one point, and that creates your brand credibility also, and creating the helps, somebody's talking about you instead of you saying everything about yours. A great platform, like through the media, and they can reach out through their network around the globe. That makes a lot of sense. Be friendly with them always. Keep a very, very good relationship with them. Use all the social network platform. That's a very common thing. But you should also know who are your consumers. Actually, if you make a product, suppose, who are you? Who am I? Like, what type of audience are there for me? Like, who are they? Liberated, evolved, or some people are still evolving? You should know yourself as a subject. Then you will know yourself as a product, and who are your consumers. Number one point. It's nothing to do with networking. It's more to do with the self, who you are. Once you know who you are, you can stand up and say, this is who I am to the world. And then accordingly, you promote yourself. And be shameless. I'm shameless. I promote myself. Nothing wrong. When you love yourself, you're proud of your essence, your beauty, your skills, your talent, the nature has gifted you. Nothing wrong in promoting yourself, And then as you send that our thoughts are very powerful, by the way. So that thought to the universe, those people magnetically, the right people will come to you, Be very active in social network. But I'm not very somebody who posts every day. You know, people get used to the face, and it becomes like a TV series every day. So people get bored also saying. So I actually post two times a week is okay. Sometimes it's 3 times. I used to do, but I deleted that because according to economics, the more people sometimes see you, they might get bored. You know, I like people to see me in a proper projects and all. So, or photographs or shooting I'm doing. That's more important. If you're a great writer, be a columnist. Be a columnist, write something for very. So that way also you can be there and go to different events. You will meet interesting people. I have a client, she's a ballet dancer. She went to Dubai recently and amazing event. She got an opportunity through her boyfriend, but later on she said, I could not network because I cannot do it. And then she cries sometimes, and why am I not able to do it? And I said, yeah, you wasted that money being there, but you didn't network. Just be comfortable, confident, go ahead and introduce yourself to various people. Till you don't introduce yourself and you don't say, nobody will come to you sometimes. You know, you have to be there and say, this is who I am. And if you want to lead in the world, in any profession you are, in the journey of your life, of course, the crowd will move away and make a path for you to go ahead and be the leader out there, like create that force around you. And you should know how to position yourself in the crowd too shamelessly. That's, you know, nothing wrong in that. And just be there in every place wherever you can, in the right events, and speak about yourself and your product and services, and anything you can give to the world, create a value for this planet. People definitely come back to you, you know, to add a value actually to your life also.
Got it.
Add a value.
Thank you. Thank you. Very insightful. And I guess my final question is on more of a spiritual thing, because like I kind of make a hobby out of studying different cultures, different religions, and different all that stuff. So like, growing up, what pantheon or what God influenced you the most? And I guess at this point in time now, what do you feel has had the most influence over your thinking as of right now?
Every moment God's presence is there in my life. Influence is always there. If we have our human mind too, there's a cosmic intelligence too. Whatever from the human mind we're thinking, if you keep little space for the high intelligence, it will create abundance. It's like projects so big. Have you noticed sometimes you want something, you desire something, and sometimes you detach, okay? And when the universe gives you, when the universe influences your same desire, it comes as an abundance. You don't even think, oh my God, I desired this, but when I let it go, I created a space, the universe brought it in a much better package to me, you know? Does it make sense? Talking about God's influence on my life every moment, actually, you know, every moment the influence is there. But you just have to be in a gratitude actually before even that event happened in your life.
Well, I guess I need to be more specific, like what religion, what path. I feel like what
path?
Or do
universal path.
or do you have just like a connection with the higher, with the Most High, just like through yourself?
I got it. See, I'll tell you, by religion, I'm Hindu. As from a humanity point of view, if you ask, I'm universal, you know. I'm not, religion gives a path, but all the religion teaches the same thing: love, compassion, kindness, you know, forgiving, patience. All these things every religion teaches. It's at the end of the day, it's humanity they teach actually. If you release the conservative things which are written in the book. So if you remove that, but if you see from the humanity point of view, all religion at the bottom of the part, they teach the same thing. So I would not say I'm a typical Hindu girl, because I have read the Bible and I love Jesus. I go to Gurudwara, and I come from a secular country where Hindu, Muslim, Sikh, Jainism, Jews, everybody stays here together. We have grown up that way. Buddhism, everybody, like every neighbor is someone else, you know. Our food culture is also mixed up. So that has taught me to be very patient, very tolerant towards other religions, the religion. And but when I pray and I feel that some higher power is definitely there, then I don't think about religion. But I just connect with the universal force. Actually, there is some kind of energy, actually, higher power, you know, which influences since our birth, maybe before our birth or two. And it's an effortless process, actually, like how we are breathing.
Got it. Thank you. Thank you for answering.
Yeah,
Appreciate it.
yeah.
Amazing.
Welcome. My pleasure.
I believe BF5, we got BF5 next.
Good evening, ma'am. I have two questions. First question is, what is the name of the Canada Global Artist Management Company? The name of the company, you have to submit a resume or portfolio.
You can go to Global Cinema. I can talk, what I can do, Luca, I can talk to you directly and give me the names of everyone. I can introduce you guys directly. It's better I talk to them, you know. The concerned person, it's called Global Cinema. Global
That's
Cinema.
two different companies though, right? The artist management
Global
company is
Cinema.
not the same company
Global
that
Cinema.
you deal with for your acting career, right?
There are 2-3 management company, but you can go to Global Cinema. They are from Canada, actually.
Okay.
Yeah.
My second question is the $1 Billion Stock Club, the club, how do you become a member? And is any way that you provide portfolios for your members?
Or which one? One second, I cannot hear it. But can you please repeat the question?
You have a $1 Billion Stock Club.
Oh, Stock Club, yeah. That's my book. First, read my book. I'll give you 1 hour free session any chapter after you read my book. Like, you know, so
I was asking about the portfolio. How do you become a member of the club and the portfolio?
Or in the club, okay. The club is basically honorary membership also. That is, one has to be eligible after going through the file. Winners and royal families and all. Secondly, memberships is there, and I'm creating the site, and I'll let you know. Maybe I'll take 2 weeks more because the site is getting ready, and you will get all the informations there. It will be what are the eligibility, and if you enjoy. You will get to network with a lot of artists there and from around the globe, from the film industry as well, entrepreneurs too. Business meetings and networking, investments, ideas, everything will come to place. Like so, it'll be interesting part in the retreats are going to happen in different parts of the globe. It will have paid membership also. So give me 2 weeks because it's getting ready. All the informations are going to be there, and I'm going to send you the site so you can go through it whatever way you are comfortable. There will be different segments in categories, you know, be part of the club.
Yes ma'am. And also to purchase your products that you provide, all your book, the
Oracle cards,
everything that you have for revenue that you sell right now. Where do you purchase those products, and is there any kind of way that you can invest in those products, so as you selling different, a third-party person could get a certain percentage of your sales?
or like an equity share also? Yeah, sure, definitely. Why not? Like,
okay, I need
we
that
have
information.
a different discussion on that. Separate discussion on that we can, like, you know. And whoever invests in my products and services definitely will get a profit share equity. You know, because these products will remain for lifetime. It will not go away. It will keep, you know, repeating. Once the creativity is done, printing is done, it will go on for lifetime, actually.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah.
And thank you again for your time and energy, and you have a blessed one, ma'am. Please provide that information.
Oh, it would be my pleasure. I like to do it. with you, all
Thank
of you. Like, yeah.
Yep, BF5. We will share Christina's Instagram. I'll also email you guys Christina's Instagram as well, so that everybody
Yeah.
can connect, etc. I believe. All right, Hannah, what you got for us today, brother?
Hey, Kaya, that's your name? Dr. Saikia. Is that still?
Okay.
That's your name? I said your name correctly?
Kristna Saikia, yeah.
Oh, I'm so sorry. Christina, yes. So the first question I was asking is, you say you was psychic, correct? Psychic.
Yeah. Yeah.
So how you feel about the EMC, this class? Like, what do you see? Or what do you see in this class of EMC?
Right now?
Yeah,
This
right
side,
now.
this side. Yeah, this is amazing, very positive, and a lot of people are, what I sense is things going on. Right now, a curious mind, a lot of people have. Still, they have a lot of questions in their mind going on, and most of them are actually enjoying this session. They have a curious mind still, though you are not asking questions, but most of them have questions in their mind, actually. Inquisitive right now. Yeah. Yes.
So what you would say, like, is that like a gift you have? Like a gift? Is it like a gift you have? That's a gift? Or is it
Yeah,
science?
it's a gift. Yeah, it's a gift. Every person has this gift, okay? Radio frequency. In some people, the frequencies are very high. And in some people, when we were kids, our frequencies were very high. Then we moved towards a logical mind due to upbringing, you know. Some parents, they say it's okay, or teachers, they say it's okay to be psychic, remain open to it. And some of them turn into more analytical mind, or they logical mind, you know, that part of the brain gets activated. Now, if you're open to that psychic mind, the portal will keep opening up more. Okay. Now, again, it depends from person to person also, how their frequencies are. It's like an antenna. Okay. So I had one of my film director actually scolded me long ago. I used to just meet people and say things about them, and in my shooting breaks, I've done that with public people, and they came back. They were like haunting me in the film studios, and that was not good. One of my director was also psychic long ago, and he told me, Christina, you should open the portal not all the time, like keep opening up, like, you know, do it only specific time. Not like every person you see and you don't tell them. People can be sensitive. So then I don't do it. Like, you know, when I'm performing acting, even the co-actors or people, they say, oh, tell me about us. I would not say, I just focus on my character. I just say, okay, fine, you come to me after my shoot or after I do it. So I do remain. The second point is also nowadays I have avoided, like I look at someone, I don't, without permission, I don't enter that portal. Like, it's not good. But most of the time, what the person is speaking, I can see through beyond the words also. And a lot of people can do that. But with some people, they can do a little bit more. I only enter that portal nowadays after taking certain permission, you know, from that person. Like, should I enter your portal? Then if that person says yes, then I will. Otherwise, I don't do it, you know. It's like you're always connecting. It's too much of information coming from all around. So it's better not to keep the portal. But it's a great energy. Yeah, it's too much. Like, you know, it's like, but it's very interesting. It's interesting, actually. It's an interesting gift. But every artist, you know, are very sensitive. Suppose you're a writer, you're channeling all. You're an actor, you're already channeling, you're already psychic, you're a different human being altogether. Exactly. Musicians are psychic. You have to go to a dark, unknown space to create that, or like that artwork. Then you give it to the world, right? Then the world sees it. That art is no more yours.
So that's talent.
The nature gave you, used you, you created it, you are just a medium, then you give back. So every artist is a little bit more psychic, I think. We are really different people, you know. We are already channeling. We are already clairvoyant, actually. Because we remain open to that dimension. Like,
That's all.
Since this session is very interesting.
For sure.
That was some definitely very interesting questions from Hannah. We got Magic up next. Magic, what you got for us, brother?
Hey, how's it going? I got a quick question. So
Okay.
out of all the years you've been an actress or whatever, and you play different roles with different characters, have you ever caught yourself still living your life in the character after you go home? You know what I mean? Like, have you ever caught yourself still being in
Yes.
character?
Very
Yeah.
interesting. Great question.
That's interesting. Do you remain most of the time who are method actors? They remain in their character most of the time for a month or till the film doesn't get completed. I don't do that. The director says action, I'm into the character. Cut, I'm out of it. But once it had happened, I played a role which is negative, and in real life, the film Poison Ivy. I played in the Indian character. Actually, that's a Hollywood film, Poison Ivy. She played the character Ivy, and then the co-actor was there. And in real life, also the co-actor was my friend since my college time. But Ivy was very orphanage. She wanted very good things in her life, materialistically good things, but her parents were not there. So her targeted. Then she had this young, handsome father. So my character, as Ivy, most of them, I don't know, you watched the film. She seduced the father and killed his wife. So in real life also, the fight scene was coming at the end because my co-actor, who is my friend, she was there's a fight scene about to happen. In this film set, non-verbal, it's not very annoying, it happened actually. In real life also it reflected on the set, okay? Now my director enjoyed it because in real these two girls are a little bit having some annoying into themselves. It's very good. And they were enjoying, the entire crew was enjoying because of if you see, it's there in YouTube. There's an intense fight. They hit each other, like, it really hit. There's a fight scene, proper fight scene with both the girls. And actually, she's my very dear friend since college life. But at that moment, I was so much in the character, I started not liking her, actually. Real life also, and that showed up when I hit her. I was like, really, I want to hit her, like literally I want to hit her, and really I wanted to hit her at that moment, like in real life. And in real life it showed up. Of course there were body doubles of me when she was hitting me, also because we sensitive part in our body, but it showed up. But later she got married and we became best. We were laughing. We laugh now. She has a child, and she is a model. Like, but we are very evolved now. But that is the moment when we were not okay when we went to see the premiere. Also, I mean, like, because everybody said, "Oh, Christina character, you played it well." So there became a competition almost, like, who will be a better actor. So that reflected on the screen. That happens actually once it happens, not always. Like, yeah, once it happens. But there are times when, apart from this character, but now we are again good friends because there's an emotional connection. She's my friend since my college life. That would be stupid. I mean, to on the set if we had some issue. But girls do have sometimes. It's always girls' thing. Competition does happen. Doing intimate scene with my co-actors happens sometimes. I don't like the guy at all. It's not able to give the shot, but you're giving the shot as if, I love you, I need you, I want you, I hate to do the kissing scene when I don't like the guy. But you're the best liar on screen. So yeah, sometimes it has happened that you're playing the character and you're taking it in the real life, but not that intense. But once it happened with that girl, very, very, but we were really not liking each other for 30 days. Can you believe it? But we had to tolerate each other on the set. And the character was exactly like that. Initially very love, and it shifted to very hostility actually. Like, so it happens sometimes. We are actors, and being an artist, we are sensitive, and vulnerable. Like, it's very normal. but you should not keep, in film industry, permanent enemy and no permanent friendship also. There's a saying, right? We have to, it goes around, comes around, and we might have to work again someday. So do not keep any such negativity inside you, even if you feel it. Like,
Right. Thank you. I appreciate you.
yeah, well,
That was an interesting question, Magic. Sinclair.
Yo, what up, EMC family? How y'all doing?
I'm doing good.
That's good, that's good. Yeah, I wanted to ask you about method acting, because I used to do a lot of acting back when I was out in California and auditions and stuff like that. What is the do you prefer the method acting style? Because I know that Daniel Day-Lewis used it, Jared Leto used it, and a couple other that style of acting. I see pros and cons in it, but what's your take on the method acting?
I don't like method acting, honestly. And a lot of directors don't like method actors, let me tell you, because some of directors acting because the actor comes with certain poise and postures to the set. They sit that way. They are already into that one character they did it, and they are taught by the acting schools,
Yeah.
A lot of acting schools have very big director's name, it's very unfair if I take, because they're very prestigious schools, academy. I method acting, as I said, acting is good for when you perform a historical character or autobiography. You have to act. It's very helpful. It will give a dimension to the character. There you have to, it's very good. But in my case, I will only use method acting if I have to play that role, that kind of role, a historical character, or just talks that way, maybe keeps hands.
Yeah, cause I just want to say that
moves that way, or then you method acting.
Yeah, because I get what you're saying that.
Yeah, but if it's not required, a daily life, a fantasy character, science fiction, you can put your essence as an improvisation to the character. It's like a improvised, there's a saying, when the writer gives to an idea, director comes, writer dies, and when the actor comes, it makes bigger. So the actor makes it big. That gives an extra essence. The life of the character is very big, it's larger than life. And when the film becomes hit, all of them dies. Only the film remains, and the essence, the emotions of the film remains in the heart of and the soul of the audience for many generations.
Yeah.
So if I'm the wrong person to ask about method acting, because I'm not very fan, but I will always use method acting because it needs a lot of study, and you have to live with that character all the time.
Right.
It affects you. It can affect if it is something very melancholy, very wounded, very intense. It can affect a part of you inside you. It can affect people around you in day-to-day life, right? So, but it is good to use method acting in some of the characters, not all.
Yeah, I just want to say I agree with you. Partially on the subject, because the only reason I have a heart, special heart for method acting, because I studied a little bit of it when I read The Power of the Actor and stuff like that, and I know that
kind of actors, they are method actors, because I had to learn from Germany, in Los Angeles. She was learning. There was an teacher who taught her in the academy that if you want to learn acting, then you have to know the pain of your life. You have to be serious. And I'm the bubbly one, I used to always when a director said action, then I would go into a character and come out and very crying, melancholy. The next moment I'm hey, dancing around kind of, but she's very serious because her teacher taught her, and her teacher taught that you have to understand pain. You cannot meditate and make your mind empty, because the actor mind has to be filled with suffering, sometimes an experience which is you need to remember in your life, which can trigger and give that sense to the present character you are about to play or you're playing. So, but I'm not very fan of it. Is good. Like my father died, I took that essence and brought it to my present character. Because being an actor, you're always subconsciously recording every experience of your life. Actually, method acting can work in certain characters, but not all kind of characters. You know, in the day-to-day life.
That makes sense. Yeah.
You need to add something more to the writer who has written or a director who is directing, and the director will think, oh, I didn't even think about it. You know, the actor has made it much better than I imagined. Like, method acting is good in a way, in some ways, but don't take your character to the next set. You know?
Yeah, exactly. Because
the director will be say, I don't want this actor for any of my project only because it's not listening. They're stuck. It's a box. You're stuck in that. You know.
To be honest with you, like I think it's like the way that it's done. Certain actors like Leonardo DiCaprio, when he did The Aviator, he you know, he put that character with him, you know what I'm saying, to a certain extent. And like LL Cool J, when he did his movie, I forgot what movie it was with Jamie Foxx, but like, you know, they told him like to stop the scene with Jamie, and basically he kept on like fighting him, you know what I'm saying, because it was like a fight scene, he kept on like fighting him or whatever. But I think it's like the way it's done, you know what I'm saying, because like I think you can draw from like that real place, you know what I mean, and actual pain with you, you know, off the set, you know what I mean. But I'm just saying that because, like, you know, I like method, but you know, that's just you know,
fine, but don't be stuck into it, because you might get any director and tells you to be very flexible. You have to shift within yourself to another. Yeah, that's why I said yes, it's not fanning a little bit, you know, unawarely. When you have to shift from one character to another set, another
I agree with that. Yeah,
costume, everything. You cannot be stuck in a box of a last character you played. You have to be totally different personality completely. So you have to method acting, it gets affected, you know, if you're playing a historical character, it remains inside you because you have to leave that for 2 months, for 1 month, or 6 months maybe preparing. You will, if the production house is paying a lot of money, why will you not be in that character for 6 months? You don't have to do any other project, you know, but it can stay. But when I take shower after coming up home and I remove my professional makeup, I remove that character also, you know, most of the time. I have to be myself. So it's good to be that way. And when you wrap up that film, go for a break.
Oh yeah, I agree with that. Yeah, like just especially you know, dramas and stuff like that. Yeah,
just be empty before you go to the next script, you know, so that your director feels completely at ease with you.
Right. Yeah, didn't answer my question, but yeah, I think, you know, just my opinion, you know, like
fan of method acting, but that's completely okay. There are a lot of I met a writer and he saw my show reel and he told me, oh, you don't do method acting, like, you know, it depends on the character. He's still, I'm going to work with him in London, by the way. He's the biggest fan of method acting. He's an actor, director, but in this film, he will be the writer, basically. He wrote the screenplay, thinking the actor to be, like, you know, he expects actors to learn method acting. And I just this myth a company.
I agree. Everybody has like a different method,
Methods are very keeps, because it comes an autopilot character, it comes autopilot because it's mind the way I have to move and say certain movements, you know, because I've worked internalizing it, you know, that. So
I feel you. I didn't answer most of my question, but yeah, some good movies, you know, came out of like a good method. I like, you know, like that link. I think it was There Will Be Blood. That got an Academy Award. Philip Seymour Hoffman, he used it too. But I'll stop. You know what I'm saying? We can go on and on about it.
Yeah,
it's all good.
Okay.
I appreciate it though. Thank you. Yeah.
All right, we got the last question of the day from Chipri. Chipri, what's going on, brother?
I just have two quick questions rather. I was wondering, one, how often do you get Reiki done? And two, do you feel that Reiki has influenced your, or how do you feel that Reiki has influenced your work? I'm also a Reiki master as well, so I should mention that.
Good to meet you. Wow. Yeah, I'm the grandmaster, and the Reiki is every day. Before I go to sleep, I give Reiki because it gives me a very good sleep. Wake up in the morning. I don't wake up like this. I just wake up and I remain close only because I'm doing self-hypnosis. I'm whatever the dreams I saw, it's very prophetic. Then I give Reiki to myself in the bed only. And every day I give Reiki. Everything. My water bottle, energized water, has got Reiki, all the Reiki symbols. Okay, he will understand some of the terminologies. Not rest of you. There are symbols actually in Reiki. So I put the manifesting, all of the symbols are manifesting actually. It connects beyond time and space, and remote viewing we do. A lot of things are there in Reiki. So Reiki really helps me anti-aging. Reiki helps in anti-aging too. Okay. It energizes the cells. It heals pain, especially with women when we get periods. It really soothes. Hormonal imbalances sometimes we get every month. That is also, it helps. For please do Reiki, whoever is attuned. I'm not promoting Reiki tradition right now, but Reiki manifesting it because as a those are not have taken Reiki attunement, they are absorbing cosmic energy, for example 5 kgs. Okay, but when your channels are open, your chakras are open totally by master, it is called attunement. By certain secret methods it is done, actually you'll understand. You totally, they open up completely, so we can download more cosmic energy inside us. You know, it's more only the Reiki healer will understand who has done attunement. Your psychic abilities will go up. Like I got gifted like automatic writing, more clairvoyance, intuition becomes very stronger, more prophetic dreams I get it, ability to take decisions, clarity. You know, you will just come to know in your life in the right space and environment. So Reiki is part of my life. I give Reiki also helps you to keep your relationship, career, finances. Distance healing you can give, and also future manifestations, whatever you want to do, whatever is about to come, you can start giving healing right now, because there is no past, present and future. It's a time, it's an illusion. It's everything happening at this moment. The past is also now, present is also now, and the future is also now only. So Reiki helps there, and Reiki has influenced me a lot, and mostly cleansing, you know, the stuck energies, it has gone, removing the blockages. And yeah, because if your vessel is every day you're cleaning your aura, every day your energy body is cleansed, your emotional body is cleansed, it's more healed, your mental energy body is healed, physical illness or disease will not happen, because we through our emotional body and physical body. Now like doctor, the physical end, but Reiki, what it does, it heals, goes much deeper and heals the energetic part of our life. Maybe previous lifetime issues we bring, it does soul healing, it does spirit healing, it does healing beyond time and space, which you also don't know actually. It is a very higher intelligence. So Reiki is a part of my life, everyday part of my life. Even when I'm talking to you and looking into each one of your eyes right now, you are getting healing from me. So I think I knew I'll become a healer, because when I was a kid, I used to always say if somebody is in pain, I used to say, oh, I'll keep my hand on you, you'll feel good, you know. So Reiki just happened to me in my life, and it's a beautiful, soothing energy, you know. And whoever has taken a Reiki attunement for me, lots of shifts has happened in their life. It removes the stagnant energy. Many times what happens, we become very comfortable with the life we have got, even you are not happy, Reiki comes and washes off. There might be like an earthquake destruction, you might be in an old house since many years, Reiki will say okay, enough, you will shift your house, you will shift your country, it will push you to something better actually, you know. So Reiki has influenced me in a much better way, every day. Everybody, if you can, take your Reiki attunements. At least first and second level, then you master level is there, and then it's a grandmaster where you can teach Reiki to others. Like, it will help you a lot any areas of your life. It's like your companion, you know.
Yeah, no, it's definitely helps me a lot personally. So I just wanted to hear your
That's why your
own
energy is
experience
so
with Reiki.
light,
So
your aura is so great. You know.
thank you. Thank you. I appreciate the answer.
Thank you to you all of you who has been part of this wonderful session, giving me the opportunity to be part of it. And if I'm able to answer these questions, and that's actually satisfying you all. That's great.
Kristna, that was definitely wonderful. It was definitely one of the more different sessions we've had so far. Discuss a lot of different, very interesting things, that interests all of us, including myself. Things which I take a lot of interest in myself as well. Kristna, I shared your Instagram here on the chat. I will later share with other members as well. Instagram. So everybody, feel free to connect with Kristna. She's always great energy.
Thank you.
Once again,
Just share me the recording also with me.
Absolutely,
So
I'll send it over to you. You will get it to me by Tuesday latest.
Okay, great. And I'm looking forward that we should do something. You're in Dubai, right? So I'll be coming to Dubai on air show is there on 6th. You're into air. There's an air show event on 6 till 8 in Dubai.
Okay.
Yeah. So
Gotcha.
great networking will happen. I love jets. I love aircrafts. I like the aviation industry a lot. So I think you should stay till 6, 7, 8. 3 days are there.
All right, gotcha. Which
so we can meet up and we should create some great music and put it in our club too and
Absolutely.
to the world, like you and me, so it'll be fun. I know.
Definitely looking forward to that. Kristna, please do send me the information about the air show on WhatsApp when you get a chance.
I'll do it today.
Yeah, fantastic. I definitely yes, sir, Jordan, you already know. Kristna, I definitely appreciate you taking the time today. I know it's pretty late out there where you're at right now, so definitely appreciate you taking the time to join us and share with us all this information, knowledge, etc. And I definitely appreciate all our members joining a little earlier today than usual, and definitely great questions from everybody. I definitely enjoyed the questions as well. Next Sunday, we're not going to be able to have the session because we have a tour coming up, so I'll definitely keep you guys posted on that, but I'll let you know who the next guest is going to be as well. Once again, I appreciate everybody, and thank you for joining us today. Elite Millionaires Club, the Winner Circle, your best self. I will see you all next Sunday. Until then, everybody have a blessed week ahead. Bless up.
Thank you so much, everyone, and it was a pleasure meeting you. And do connect me on in a social network. And I'm also a member of the Rotary Club International, which has a presence in 200 countries around the globe and having 46,000 Rotary Club. And a lot of people, well-known people are part of it, and it's great. There also you can connect. And my club is coming up, and obviously Luca will be part of it. And that would be great if you participate and perform all in different locations. So,
Yes. We will.
Thank you, all of you, and a great questions even I was 6.
Nice meeting you. Thank you
Most
too.
definitely. Nice to meet you.
Thank you for everything.
Thank you.
Blessings.
All.
Have a good one.
Yes,
Everybody
yes.
be safe.
Blessed one ahead. All
Have
right.
a good one,
Bless
y'all.
up.
You too.
Thank you very much,
Blessings.
man.
Take care. Bless up.
Be good, y'all.
Yeah, I
Be
can
good.
see all of them right now.
Namaste.
Namaste.
God bless.